The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Foles. Philip Dorsett holds it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now Foles. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Like 20! 51. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 80. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Lawrence Guy, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Go.
Now Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balazs. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
Yetidee! 13.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Strong.
3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Fournette on the counter. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. 1st down, New England.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Go, go, go. Check, 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 check. Here we go.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch. Left. Go ahead. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? PPP. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
51, man, 51.
Let's go, defense.
Kill.
Let's go, defense.
Smooth.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 51.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. They're able to locate Wilson. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 15-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ricky.
P. Feel it. Jeff, go Jeff. Hey, high 7.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker unable to hang on, and it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, Chief.
56. Check 56.
Don't get nervous.
56. Mike, 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right back to Drake. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Fitzpatrick now. Finding Fouls complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On first down, Drake. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. They stay on the ground with Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Over the middle, it's Fells. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. It's complete to Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Yeah.
Second down and inches. Over the middle, Dorsett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. A shotgun give to Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Foles. Sideline throw, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Foles. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
50, 180. Cut.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Shit. Gonna get 5-0 here.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down but away and bring up 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
One.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stay at home. Shift.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Now a short one to Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Wilson snags it left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run here with Balaj. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey, let's go. Come across. Check tight out. Check tight.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Kill.
56 to Mike.
Hey, orbit.
In your face.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Sharks got it, left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
the mic. 56 is the mic.
Watch it. Play 56, Mike.
Fitzpatrick to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Yetidee! 51. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fitzpatrick. And that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, Yetidee! 51. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hey. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I'm coming.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Now, that was an excellent return to start overtime. So do they get crazy and attack the end zone and try and get the 6 points to end the game? Or do you just play it to where you kick the field goal and put the game in the hands of your defense?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man right side is Shark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down, Patriots.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Slam! X3, 218, chopper. Go! Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Mike 50.
Back to throw again. The open man is Shark. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Foles steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 35.
What can Fitzpatrick do in the OT? And to the left side here, Wilson. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
50. Shot 56. Exit.
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for New England, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.